Welcome to the Darkverse channel. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. I remember the day he checked in. He had no luggage, just a duffel bag, dark green, dirty, heavy. He didn't smile, didn't ask for anything, just said, "Room 13. But we don't have a room 13, at least that's what I tell everyone. Still, I looked at the register, and there it was. Room 13, written in red ink. It hadn't been there yesterday. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, but it was still there, right between room 12 and 14. My fingers trembled as I gave him the key. The brass tag read 13. I had never seen that key before, but it was warm, almost burning. He didn't say thank you. He just walked upstairs, slow, heavy, like his bones were full of secrets. That night I couldn't sleep. The air felt thicker, the walls groaned. At 2:13 a.m., the lights flickered, and I heard footsteps. Not on the stairs, but inside the walls, like someone crawling, trying to stay hidden. I checked the hallway. Empty. But room 13 had light under the door, a soft red glow, like a furnace, or a warning. I should have left it alone. But I knocked once, twice, 3 times. No answer. But the light went out. Suddenly, like it had never been there. I pressed my ear to the door. I heard whispering, but it wasn't English, not any language I knew. It sounded like breathing backwards. I stepped back, and the door creaked open, just an inch. Darkness spilled out, thick, wet, cold. I ran, didn't look back. I locked myself in the office, watched the security cameras. Room 13's hallway was dead. No signal, just static. I stayed awake until morning. When the sun came up, I checked again. Room 13 was gone, just a wall now, like it had never existed. I checked the key drawer. No key 13, no red ink on the register. I thought I imagined it. Until that evening, when he came back. Same clothes, same bag, same silence. And again he said, "Room 13. I froze. But the key was there. Right where it wasn't. Right where it shouldn't be. Still warm. Still burning. I gave it to him. Not because I wanted to, but because something inside me did. Something deeper. Something older. He walked up the stairs, and again, room 13 was there, like the hotel bent itself for him. That night I watched the cameras. I wasn't going to sleep. Not again. 2:13 a.m. The hallway lit up red. Room 13's door opened, but he didn't come out. Something else did. I couldn't see it clearly, just a shape tall, thin, and wrong. It floated, like smoke in reverse. The lights burst, the screen cracked. I screamed, but no one heard me. The guests were still asleep, but I could hear them groaning, in unison, all of them, from different rooms, like they were dreaming the same dream, or trapped in it. I ran upstairs with a flashlight. The hallway was freezing and silent. I opened room 13. He was sitting on the bed, facing the wall, breathing slow. And behind him, something hung in the air. Like shadow and smoke had teeth. It turned to me, and I forgot my name, my childhood, my mother's face. I forgot everything except fear. He turned too and smiled. His eyes were gone, just black holes, dripping, but he spoke. "Too late," he said. Then the door slammed shut and vanished. Just like that. Gone. Wall again. Like it never happened. But it did. I know it did. Because now, every night at 2:13, I hear breathing in the walls. I see room 13 on the register, written in red. And sometimes, guests go missing. Just vanish. Their bags still in the room, their names smudged from the system, and I dream of him, the man, the duffel bag, the empty eyes. He says my name now, he calls me, he wants me to open the door. Room 13, it's waiting for me. But I don't want to open the door. I've tried to quit, tried to sell the hotel, but every time I find a buyer, they vanish, they check in. Then, room 13 appears again, and the cycle begins. One night, I watched from the lobby. The register turned a page by itself. Blank. Except for one name. His name. In red. Still no first or last, just the guest. Under room 13. That's all. I ripped the page out, burned it, but it came back the next night unburnt, still red, still bleeding. I called the police once. They laughed until one of them went upstairs, alone, to check room 13. He never came down. The others searched. No room 13, no door, just a wall. They blamed me, but I saw it in their eyes. They were scared too. They left and never came back. I started marking each day, every time it appeared, every time he returned, always on the 13th of every month at 2:13 a.m. and the number of missing guests, 13, always 13, never more, never less. I thought about going in, ending it, facing whatever waits behind that door, but I'm not brave, not stupid either. I've seen what happens. I've heard the whispers. They say his room isn't just a room, it's a mouth, and the hotel is its tongue, feeding it, guest by guest. And me, I'm the waiter. I bring them in, even when I don't want to, even when I warn them. They don't listen. They always say the same thing. I'll be fine, but they never are. One guest, a priest, thought he could bless the place. He brought holy water, crosses, scriptures. He stayed in room 12. Close to the door, I heard him praying all night, until the screams started. Then silence. I ran up. The hallway smelled like burnt hair. Room 12 was open, empty, except for the cross, melted into the floor. His Bible was ash. And the wall beside it? Room 13. Back again. That night the door opened without me touching it, and I saw him. The man, sitting there staring at me, but his face, it was different, familiar. It looked like the priest now. Same eyes, same mouth, same fear. But he said nothing, just smiled, as the door closed again. The next day I saw the priest's face on the man who checked in. Different body, same eyes. Room 13 eats people, but it keeps their faces, their voices, and it wears them like clothing. I don't know why. Maybe it's hungry, maybe it's lonely, or maybe it wants me to see what it becomes. Every piece of everyone it devours, stitched into that man, the man who always comes back. Same bag, same voice, different eyes, sometimes young, sometimes old, but always empty, like a room with no furniture, just darkness. One time I tried to film it. I set up cameras in the hallway, one inside room 14, another inside 12. At 2:13, all footage erased, except one frame, just one, a blurry image of a mouth, huge, wet, smiling, on the wall where room 13 should be. It wasn't a door anymore, it was flesh, red and pulsing, and the guest who stayed in 14, gone. Nothing but shoes left behind, facing the door, like he took them off before entering, but no one would do that, not willingly. I tried again the next month, with a tape recorder. I hid it in the hallway. When I played it back, I heard breathing, then laughter, low, sick, then someone whispering my name, over and over, in a voice that sounded like mine, but I never spoke. I swear. The tape melted. In my hand, I still have the scars. I went to a church, told the pastor everything. He said I needed rest, offered to pray with me. But when I said room 13, he froze. His eyes rolled back, and he whispered, "It's open," then passed out. When he woke up, he didn't remember me. Didn't remember his own name. He just kept asking, "Am I already in?" Like he thought he was inside the room, even outside the hotel. That's when I knew. Room 13 isn't a place. It's a disease, and it spreads. Slowly, quietly, through memory, through dreams, through people. It waits, it watches, it listens, it learns. The man is just its finger, knocking on your mind, asking to be let in, and when you say yes, even once, it never leaves. I've seen it in guests' eyes, right before they vanish. That flicker, that moment of doubt, of remembering something they never experienced, and then they're gone. But I remember. I always remember. Because I'm the doorman, the feeder, the witness, and it won't let me forget. Sometimes I wake up standing at the door, key in hand, about to open it, but I never do, not yet, not while I can still resist. But it's getting harder. Each time he checks in, he gets closer. He speaks more. Last time he said, "You're almost ready." What does that mean? Ready for what? To join them, to be the next guest, or to replace him, become the man, carry the bag, walk through towns, looking for hotels, asking for a room that shouldn't exist, room 13. Maybe that's how it spreads. Maybe he was like me once, just a manager, just a man, trying to run a hotel until the door opened and never closed again. One night, I had a dream. But it didn't feel like a dream. It felt too real. I was standing in front of the door, room 13. The hallway behind me was gone, just endless dark, and I wasn't alone. They were all there, the guests, the ones who vanished, standing, silent, staring, their eyes gone, mouths sewn shut. But they were whispering. I couldn't hear the words, but I felt them. Like knives under my skin. They pointed at the door, and then I saw him. The man. Behind them, his face stitched with all of theirs. Eyes that blinked out of order. A smile made of too many mouths. He held out the key, room 13. I reached for it, and woke up screaming. The key was in my hand, burning hot. It left a mark, right on my palm. The number 13, branded, forever. I wore gloves for a week, but the pain stayed. It doesn't fade. It pulses. At night. At 2:13, like it's calling. One night I snapped. I took a hammer and smashed the wall where room 13 appears. I tore through the plaster, through the bricks, but behind it, more wall, but bleeding, yes. The wall bled, thick, black blood, and it whispered, "You're almost ready." I ran, left the hotel, drove away, didn't look back. I stayed with my brother hundreds of miles away. He didn't ask questions, just gave me a bed. I slept like a corpse for 2 days. On the third night,